green peanut butter. There is a guy. He wants to drink 12 cups of green peanut butter. He needs green peanut butter. He goes to Starbucks. He tells the clerk, "I'll have 12 cups of green peanut butter." The clerk says, "We don't have green peanut butter at Starbucks. We only serve blue peanut butter." The guy is upset. He leaves Starbucks. He goes to Greenland. When he gets to Greenland, he immediately goes to another coffee shop. He tells the clerk, "I'll have 12 large cups of green peanut butter." The clerk is surprised and says, "We don't have green peanut butter in Greenland, but we make the best purple peanut butter in the world. It's to die for." The guy orders a cup of purple peanut butter, and it tastes great. However, he still wants green peanut butter. He asks the clerk, "Where can I find green peanut butter?" The clerk says, "Try Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's famous for its green peanut butter." The guy is excited. He takes the first available flight to Chapel Hill. After landing, he immediately goes to a coffee shop to look for green peanut butter. He says to the clerk, "I'll take 12 cups of green peanut butter. Make sure they're large cups." The clerk makes 12 huge cups of green peanut butter. Each cup is 1 gallon. The clerk puts all 12 huge cups of green peanut butter on the table. The guy drinks them all in 20 seconds. At the table next to him, a woman watches with wide eyes as the guy drinks the green peanut butter. She tells her friend, "Get a load of that guy. He's drinking green peanut butter." The man's stomach grows very big. He instantly gains 264 pounds, 120 kilos. He smiles to the woman at the next table as he leaves the coffee shop. He returns home. He is fat and happy because he finally found green peanut butter. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Flow English. Man injured at fast food restaurant. There is a man. He is 79 years old. He is hurt while waiting in his brand new car. He is in a drive-through at a fast food restaurant. The man gets a mild burn when, all of a sudden, an employee spills coffee on him. The man says, "Ow! This coffee is really hot." The restaurant manager feels very bad. Before the man drives off, the manager gives him a free gallon of coffee and a free sandwich. The employee who spilled the coffee is a new hire. She is let go for her mistake.
Sick in India. I'm in India, traveling by myself. It's a great place, and I love it. I arrive in a town called Jodhpur. Though I like the country, I have a big problem. I ate some bad food. Now my stomach is bad. Every day my stomach gets worse. In the beginning, I only had nausea. I lost my appetite. But now I've got diarrhea and vomiting too. I feel terrible. However, I want to see Jodhpur. So, I leave my hotel and walk into the city. The city is filled with old stone buildings. Some of the buildings are painted blue. I make my way to a huge hill in the middle of the city. On top of the hill is a big fort. I hail a cab to take me to the top of the hill. When I arrive, I walk around the fort. The views from the top are amazing. I can see the whole city. I'm walking when suddenly I get a sharp pain in my stomach. Oh, I cry. I sit down. My skin is pale. I feel weak. A British tourist comes over and asks me, "Are you okay?" "No," I say. "I think I need to see a doctor." The British woman says, "I'll help you. I'll take you to a doctor." We walk out of the fort and find a taxi. We tell the taxi driver, "Take us to the nearest hospital." The taxi driver looks at me and says, "You don't look so good. You look very white, sort of like a ghost. You definitely need a doctor." He drives fast, down the hill, through the streets, to a small hospital. We go into the hospital. The British girl says, "He needs to see a doctor. He's very sick." The nurse gives me some papers and says, "Fill out these forms. Be sure to fill in all the information correctly." There are 78 pages to fill out. Each page has 67 blanks to fill in. "Oh my God," I say. "I'm too sick to do this. I want to see the doctor now." The nurse says, "You must fill out all the forms first." I'm too sick to do it. So instead, I fall on the floor and act as if I'm having a seizure. I kick my legs, wave my arms, and yell really loud. The nurse says, "Oh my God!" She runs and gets the doctor. They take me in a room, and the doctor examines me. He says, "You'll be okay, but you can't eat any more Indian curries. You can only eat bananas and white rice." He gives me a big banana. I eat it, and I'm very happy. My stomach feels much better. Starving bug. There's a bug. He's a very, very big bug. He's hungry. In fact, he's starving. So, the giant bug goes to a restaurant. This restaurant's only for bugs. No one else can go. The bug goes into the restaurant. The hostess says, "Hi, how many?" The giant bug says, "Just one." The hostess says, "Follow me." The giant bug follows the hostess. The hostess takes him to a table in the corner. He sits down. "The waitress will be with you shortly," says the hostess. The giant bug looks at the menu. He's very hungry. He decides to order soup, a salad, a hamburger, a steak, French fries, green beans, and a milkshake. He puts down the menu and waits for the waitress. He waits 5 minutes. The waitress doesn't come. He waits 10 minutes, then 20, then 30 minutes. But the waitress still doesn't come. Now, he's really starving. He waves his hands to get the waitress's attention. Finally, after 39 minutes, She comes to his table. She says, "Can I take your order?" The bug says, "Yes, I'd like a large vegetable soup, a salad, 3 hamburgers, 2 steaks, French fries, and green beans." The waitress says, "Would you like anything to drink?" The bug says, Yes, I'll have a large milkshake, 2 Cokes, and a coffee." The waitress says, "Anything else?" "No, that's it," says the bug. The waitress leaves and takes the bug's order to the kitchen. The bug waits. He waits 15 minutes, but no food. He waits 19 minutes, but no food. He waits 28 minutes, but no food. The bug is starving. He wants to eat. He sees the waitress and calls her over to his table. "Excuse me, can you check on my food, please? I'm starving," he says. "Sure," the waitress says. The waitress returns with a large bowl of vegetable soup. "The rest of your food is coming soon," she says. The bug's very happy. He immediately starts eating the soup. But there's a problem. There's a small person in his soup. He can't believe it. He yells, "Ah! There's a person in my soup!" He throws the bowl on the floor and runs out of the restaurant. Now he's really upset, and he's still starving. The bug runs to McDonald's. He gets 47 hamburgers and eats them all. He smiles and says, I'm full. I couldn't eat another bite." He's very happy because he got some food at last.
Super cow. There's a girl. She is a beautiful blonde. Her name is Buffy, and she lives on a farm with vampire cows. The cows love to suck blood. Dracula, king of the vampires, once owned them. One day, there's a powerful rainstorm. It lasts 7 days. The rain turns into a big river flowing by Buffy's farm. She moves her cows to higher ground, but she slips and hits her head on a giant tree. The fall knocks her out for a moment or two. When she comes to, Xander is licking her face. Xander is her favorite cow. The water rises. Buffy gets up and walks with Xander. The water is now waist high. Buffy is tired. Finally, she throws her arm around Xander's neck and hangs on. 27 minutes pass, and Xander pulls Buffy out of the water. They are on a small island in the middle of the big river. It is noon. The sky is dark, and it rains very hard. Rescuers discover Buffy right away. A plane takes her to the emergency room at the hospital. 2 days later, Buffy goes back to the island. Xander is gone. He is one of the 17 vampire cows that Buffy loses. Buffy cries and cries. Buffy says, "I owe my life to him after all. He saved me."